Hi guys, good evening. Right now it's 8:30 on a Wednesday evening, and I am supposed to be traveling to Berlin actually in the next 2 hours. And the reason why is because I have to go and renew my stay permit, or a document that is called Duldung. So that is the document that I've actually been living with ever since I got a rejection for my asylum application. And yeah, the hassle is that they only give me the document for a duration of 3 months. So which means every 3 months I have to go back to that same Landkreis in Brandenburg to have the document renewed. And I have to make sure that I get it renewed actually before the expiry date, because otherwise then it cancels out everything else that I have made application on using that document, like my bank, my work permit, my whatever, all those things. So that is actually a hassle, because traveling to Berlin is not very easy. I don't live there anymore, so I always have to figure out where to stay. Of course, I have a friend in Berlin, and for the last time that I had to go and renew my document, she provided accommodation. I stayed with her for like 4 days, but this time I don't have the luxury of time, because of course I think you've already seen my video by now that I'm also doing like a driving course, and I already have like driving classes booked for Friday, which means I have to travel tonight around midnight. The train will be leaving. I am going with the first train, ICE, and this one will be taking like 5 hours and something. So around 5:30 then I will arrive at Berlin. I already booked an appointment at the Ausländer Behörde at 10:30. So between 5:30 and 10:30 I just have to exist somewhere. So thank you so much. I will catch up with you guys later, maybe when I get to Duisburg Hauptbahnhof and I am in the train. Then I know that at least things have started to move. I'm really hoping that everything goes well. I don't miss any of my train connections. No, there's no connection actually. Once I get to Duisburg Hauptbahnhof, of course, now I have to walk to the train station, take a train to Duisburg, and I don't want to take the very last train because that one can really mess me up. So that's why I'm going an hour earlier, even though there is a train in between, but I don't want to risk it. So, oh my God, risking it would just be a catastrophe. Oh my God, I cannot imagine. So, see you again later. Tschüssi. Hey guys, so I made it to Duisburg Hauptbahnhof more than like almost 1 hour before time. So yeah, it's around 11, and my train is leaving at 11:57. But better late than never, because the trains from our area, women, can really disappoint you, and I just did not want to get heart attacks, because if I missed this like particular train, if I missed this ICE to Berlin, I would have really messed up my trip. But since I'm already here, then seems like everything is good. I'm only traveling with this light pull like bag that I can pull. Yeah, so see you once my train is here. Tschüssi. Guys, the struggle continues. So it's in the morning around 5:30, and I'm here in Brandenburg. So since I realized that the ICE will stop at Brandenburg before proceeding to Berlin, I thought like there's no point of going to Berlin when, according to the train timetable, I'll still have to come back to this train station and then I'll take another train to my final destination. So I decided, you know what, let me save myself some cents. I light from here and then buy a ticket here to now the Ausländer Behörde. That is going to be another 50 minutes drive. So the next train is gonna be at 6:09 and now it's 5:30, so I'm just chilling here and waiting, figuring out what to do with myself. Like I've tried to check even like if they have like a highway motel where I can just go maybe and lay for 1 or 2 hours and then eat something and leave, but I cannot even find something like that. So I said, you know what, there's no point. The thing is, I made an appointment for 10:30, but in our Ausländer Behörde it's also possible to go without a termin. I think either between 8 and 10 or between 9 and 10. I think should be between 8 and 10, could be between 9 and 10. So since I'm gonna arrive there early, instead of waiting until 10:30, then I can just go with like somebody who has not made a termin or an appointment, get everything done, so that now I can travel back to Berlin a little bit earlier and then get a chance to lay down and rest before I embark again this same evening on the journey of going back to Duisburg. My God, the struggle is real. The struggle is real. Eh? But what can you do? You know, like man must live and live abundantly. So once I am done at the Ausländer Behörde, guys, then I will update you how things go. The last time I was there, I was a little bit, you know, scared. I don't know, because when you have this document like mine, you're not like you're not very confident of yourself, you know. So when I went there, I was just nervous and everything, and then the guy who actually processed my work permit and wrote me a letter that I can move to Duisburg saw me on the line. I don't know if he identified me or anything, and he said, what do you want to do? I said, I want to prolong my document. That was 3 months ago. And then he said, give it to me. Because you normally take a ticket and you have to go to a certain counter. So I'd already taken a ticket. I'm going to counter 4. Then he says, give it to me. Just remain seated. I'm like, now, whoa. I've heard of people who have gone to the Ausländer Behörde to renew their document, the so-called Duldung, and that was their one way back home to their country. So I got scared. I'm like, what is this? The next thing I'm going to see, am I going to see policemen walking inside here or what? So I just remained composed. But of course, you know, just praying, oh God, I just pray everything goes well. Then I see him entering the same office that I was going to. So I was like, okay, fine. I was going to counter 4. So let me go and stand in front of him. I had some questions to ask. And they saw me coming and they said, hey, you. I said, remain seated. Fine. I remained seated. And I see him walking from one office. My hands are already tired. I see him walking from one office to another with my document. I'm like, what is he looking for? And then comes back and he has renewed it or like prolonged it, and said and then he gave it to me and I just said danke schön, and he was like bitte schön, my friend. There was no more questions to ask. They all disappeared because the way I was nervous, I just took that document, left that place with the speed of lightning, you know. So there I am again today, and yeah, let me just walk in without a termin and see what happens. If they say, hey, no, wait for your termin, then fine. Termin is actually an appointment. So let's see, guys, and catch you up later. finally in the train. It came a little bit earlier, so I don't have to stay so much outside in the cold. Yeah, it came around 20 minutes earlier, which is so good. My goodness, look at my hair, but I don't even want to bother about it right now. Let me just go and get done. Oh my God, I'm really praying that this is the last trip I have to make to this side. To have to come and renew my document like that by the time I need to do a renewal or anything, then I can easily do it in the city that I live in. It is my prayer, and I know that God will answer me. So yes. Hi guys, good morning from Berlin. My goodness, the cold in this place, I can't. My goodness, it's like it's winter all over again. I don't remember Duisburg being this cold. But in any case, I have already done my Verlängerung. I've already prolonged my stay. So I prolong my stay every 3 months. So yes, again, it has been prolonged for another 3 months. It was like really hassle-free because one, I had an appointment and I have an Ansprechpartner, like a contact person who I already emailed, and she knew that I was coming, and so everything went really smoothly. And of course I applied to do a transfer to Duisburg. The thing is, the letters that were sent, asking me to provide the required documentations for them to approve like my move to Duisburg, was sent to the Heim. They were sent to the Heim. The first one was sent in November. I had no idea, so I never responded to it. Then they sent another reminder and gave a deadline that I need to send by February. Of course, I did not do anything because I did not receive the letter. And you can imagine the Heim leiter of this place has my contact, and I already told her, if there is any mail that comes for me, please let me know, and I will make arrangements to collect it, or at least give you an address where you can forward them to. She never did, and I always see her checking my status on WhatsApp, so she even has my WhatsApp contact. But anyway, it is well. So because of the delay, Duisburg was like, no, because we told her to provide the documents by February and she didn't, we are not going to do it. And then now my Ansprechpartner here in Brandenburg spoke to them and said, okay, the letters were not delivered to her on time, blah, 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 but now she has provided all the documents. And then they said, okay, now if that the documents are available, please forward them to us, and then we shall see. So this lady told me, don't worry, I know it might take some time. She was really nice, and she doesn't even know me. Like, it's the first time she was meeting me, like, oh, you're Frau Owoko. They called me Frau Owoko. So she took she gave me like some confirmation document to say that yes, they received the documents that I sent and all that, and the blah blah blah, everything is okay. I just want to show you. So in any case, this is the document that brought me all the way to Berlin, and I now have it. And with this, then I can continue living my life, I can continue working, I can continue doing everything. And for those who are asking whether I'm able to travel outside the country, no, to that kind of a document, of course, with that kind of a document, you cannot travel around outside the country, but you can travel anywhere within Germany without any issues. So yeah, that is the hassle, but I know that everything will turn out at its own appointed time. Everything will turn out fine, because eventually I know I'll be able to change from that to now a normal residency permit, by the grace of God. Thank you for watching. I now need to go meet up with my friend. I am trying to call her, but she's not picking up. If she doesn't, I will stay here until my next train and go back to Duisburg. Otherwise, if she does, then I can go stay at her place for maybe 1 hour, 2 hours, because again, my train back to Duisburg goes at around 4:30, so there isn't so much time right now. It's 11 something. So guys, let me do some little venting here. I felt like crying, like, hey, this hassle, my goodness, it's not funny anymore. So yeah, where did we leave at? Right now it's 5:30. My train left, I had booked a Flixbus for 4:34. I missed that connection. Why? Because I managed to get to my friend's place. I took a shower, rested a little bit, had lunch, and then I left at such a time that I would have been here at Berlin Spandau to catch my train. I would have been here at 16:11, which was quite a good time because the train was supposed to leave at 16:34, right? And then to get to Berlin Spandau, I needed to make 2 connections, like from the street where my friend stays to another street, and then I needed to just cross the road. There was a 2-minute connection time, and then catch the next train to the next bus to Berlin Spandau. And then there was some Baustelle, like some construction in front, which caused traffic. And imagine 2 minutes connection is very risky. I did not anticipate that, but I figured because it was just like across the street, it wouldn't be a problem. My goodness. I was left as I watched. I missed that bus. But because I had left home on time, it was still not so bad. I could have still been able to like catch a taxi, but there was no chance for me calling a taxi. For some reason today, I ran out of airtime. How? I don't know. I've never run out of airtime. But today I ran out of airtime, so it was impossible for me to call any taxi company or whatever. I had bundles, so I tried to like call an Uber. And then the Uber ride was like confirmed, but for 10 minutes the driver is not moving. Not moving. I tried to call the driver, and remember, I tried to call with a free like app, because I don't have airtime and I don't have a place to buy airtime from. It's not like in Kenya where you can easily buy airtime from your M-Pesa. I used like a mobile. It was impossible to top up. So I saw another bus going the same direction from where I came from, went back and called my friend and said, you know what, I'm stranded at the bus station here around your area, and I need to get to Berlin Spandau. But however much I tried, it was impossible. I just missed my train. My friends, that train had cost me for 39 euros. The Flix train to go back to Duisburg had cost me 39 euros. That 39 euros went to waste because I missed the train, and it was too late to cancel. Now the only other option I had was to book another train, and then there was an ICE, like there's an ICE that is leaving at 17:53, costing 130 euros and 30 cents. Have you ever wanted to cry? So the Rückfahrt, like the return journey to Duisburg, is gonna cost me like almost 180. I felt like crying. I felt like crying, so I decided to come to Subway, buy something to eat, because I've already wasted money. So yes, this is my predicament. This is the struggle that I faced this time, and I just hope that really next time things will be different. I won't have to come and do this whole shenanigan here in Berlin, and I can easily do it in this book. Please keep me in your prayers, seriously, friends. Yeah, so that was how my trip is about to end. I just hope everything goes well, and I couldn't even like say wait for tomorrow. Tomorrow there is a nationwide strike, so there are no trains. If I wait tomorrow, then I really mess myself up. So the only option was to go back tonight, because in any case I already booked a driving class, which again is too late to cancel at this point, and I already paid for it. So whether I attend it or not, I still have to pay. So what? I don't have so much option. There's no train tomorrow. I still need to travel today. Whenever, wherever, however. See you guys in another video. Bye bye.